When politics becomes frustrating, what can you do? Hello, I'm Judith Davis. In this season of political activity, do you feel upset about what you see as the shortcomings of candidates and the platforms of political parties? When a candidate that you would otherwise approve of has one or more positions that you don't like, or neglects a position that you feel is important, how do you react? With anger, discouragement, even disgust? Negative emotions cause discomfort. Anger, discouragement, and disgust are all uncomfortable emotions. Not only do they cause you distress, the mental static that they create in your mind makes it harder for you to think clearly. The failings in politicians or parties that you perceive are negative stimuli that cause a disequilibration, that is, a disturbance in the mind. The mind strives to discharge the tension caused by this disturbance and can do so in several ways. What are the possible solutions? A partial solution. A partial solution matches the distress to emotions such as anger, discouragement, and/or disgust. And feeling these emotions provides a partial discharge of tension. This is a partial solution because it diminishes but doesn't end the distress, as the negative perceptions are still there. Another way of dealing with the mental distress is by matching with a false solution. It may negate the distressing perceptions by denying them or their significance. The mental apparatus creates a double pathway in the mind. In one arm, the feeling of distress continues unabated. In the other arm, there is denial of the problem, the false solution. Another way of dealing with the mental distress is by matching with a true solution. The true solution is to acknowledge the divergence between your convictions and theirs, and to try to understand why they hold those convictions. That will be the beginning of your effort, should you so choose, to influence them to change. Or perhaps the beginning of your realization that maybe their viewpoint is preferable. Whether or not you do anything to try to influence them, this true solution will alleviate the distress you previously felt. An inner guide can help. One of an inner guide's most important capabilities is finding true solutions for problems. In this situation, it will help you understand why another person thinks as they do, and if your inner guide knows this other person, it can be very specific in its description of that person's psychology. It can also advise whether or not it would be worthwhile to try to change another person's view of a political issue. This can be time-saving if you canvass or participate in a phone bank. An inner guide can give you courage if you're afraid to become politically active, and can alleviate any feelings of guilt or inadequacy you may have if you don't think you can or don't want to participate at this time. If you don't yet have an inner guide, you can acquire one for free below.